Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G and I'm Phunken thirsty. In this video, we're going to try some Riverport beverages. Refreshing Australia since 1899. Riverport Beverages was first established in 1899 in the country Victorian town of Phunken, a famous port town located on the Murray River. Riverport has been a favourite drink throughout country Australia, with Portello being particularly popular. So to be honest, I've never actually heard of this brand, and that's one reason I thought I'd give it a review. Now, I got this in Drake's supermarket, so you might need to go online or you might need to Google it or whatever just to see where they stock it in your neck of the woods. But I managed to get a few flavours. I'm pretty sure these are the only flavours that was on the shelves that I saw, because basically I saw the brand and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks okay, grab a few of them. It's an Australian product, so that interested me in trying them. And also, if I haven't heard of them, lots of other people out there probably haven't heard of them. So let's put these on the map, let's see if they taste good, and I'll give you an honest review of each flavour that I have. So the flavours that Riverport do in the 1.25 litres are Old Style Creamy Soda, Old Style Ginger Beer, Old Style Lemon Squash, Old Style Lemonade, Old Style Lime, Portello, Raspberry and Lemonade, and also Double Sarsaparilla. Also, they own various other brands, they have various juices, and also they do these in smaller bottles. But as I said, I've never seen these on the shelves. You know, I can't say I've gone to like a fish and chip shop or whatever and seen them in the fridges. So we'll give them a taste test and we'll give them a review. So the first flavour I've got is Sarsaparilla. I'm probably saying that wrong because it's a drink that I can't say that I ever drink often. Probably drank it like once or twice in my life. I'll leave a little bit of information on the screen if you want to learn about it. Anyway, let's bust this open and give it a taste. I opened it, I'm getting a whiff of it, and it kind of, you know, smells a little bit like medicinal medicine. So yeah, I guess these drinks back in the day, they were kind of medicinal or a medicine of such. You know, and they've obviously been that popular that they stuck around, even though people are using different kinds of medicine these days. All kinds of medicine. But yeah, as I said, it's a drink that I've had a couple of times and it's probably not my cup of tea, but I've got a bit of ice in this cup and we'll give it a taste. Cheers. Okay, so it's basically a dark brown colour. Basically, it looks a bit like cola, but we'll give this a try. The Sarsaparilla. Cheers. Front flavours are a little bit sweet, a little bit creamy. The background flavours are a little bit bitter. They have a sort of licorice type flavour. It's quite aromatic as well. It's not too bad of a drink at all. It's not necessarily one, you know, that I'll have all the time. But if someone was to give me this, I wouldn't be disappointed. Definitely has an aromatic taste, you know, a little bit almost like perfume. It does have that sort of medicine almost flavour as well. Not a bad flavour, something a little bit different. Definitely sweet, definitely bitter. So the Sarsaparilla, yeah, that's a nice flavour actually, not too bad, something a little bit different. Sarsaparilla is a little bit like licorice, as I said when I explained the flavour profile, but yeah, not too bad of a drink. Now we're going to try Old Style Ginger Beer. Now this should be pretty good, this one. I do like a ginger beer every now and again. Yet again, as soon as I bust it open, the smell comes out before I've even taken the lid off. So yeah, it definitely smells like a ginger beer. It has that sort of, you know, sweet, bitter sort of note to it. So yeah, it definitely smells like ginger beer. Another quite aromatic smell. But let's pour some and give it a taste. So I did get some fresh ice because it started melting and dissolving into the last drink. So it's obviously quite a golden, yellowish, beige sort of colour. I've had other ginger beer, and you know, they can be a bit hit or miss, ginger beer. Some can be really nice, some can be a bit average. But let's try this. River Port Old Style Ginger Beer. Cheers. That's really delicious, but going from one flavour to the other, the last flavour is really bold and really strong. This one's a little bit more subtle, which is obviously quite nice. It's really refreshing, this one. These flavours mix really well together, but you get this sweet, earthy sort of flavour coming with this. A little bit spicy almost as well. But yeah, this is excellent. Absolutely funkin' delicious, this one. Yeah, I really like that one. The last flavour I did enjoy, but this one, you can sit and sip. This one would go with a lot of stuff. You know, like a nice barbecue or even some Asian food. I feel like this drink would really work well. You know, like it's kind of like a palate cleanser almost each time. You know, it just refreshes your mouth and sort of gives it a nice fresh feeling. It's just, yeah, really good, this one. Now, I don't have ginger beer that often, but this one would be more of a drink that I'd have on a regular basis. You know, I'd go back and get this one for sure over the sarsaparilla. The old style ginger beer is just really classic and really nice. And it does have a little bit of spice to it. Like, it leaves a little bit of a tingle at the back of your mouth, which is interesting. Out of the two, they're both nice, but definitely this is more my cup of tea. It's just like a nice, subtle, sweet, a little bit tangy, a little bit sort of bitter and spicy almost. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's leaving a little bit of spice in the mouth, which is really interesting. You know, nothing too crazy, so don't listen to me and go, oh, I'm not going to be able to handle that. Why is it spicy? It's just like an interesting flavour at the back of the mouth. So the last flavour I had is raspberry and lemonade. Now, I've had this combination before, but you know, it's not something that's regular. You know, you normally either have raspberry or you have lemonade. You normally don't have them both together. So this sounded interesting to me. This was another flavour that I wanted to try. So again, this one smells really nice. I can smell both flavours, funny enough. You can smell lemonade and also you can smell the raspberry. Alright, so this has obviously a nice red colour to it. This is probably food colouring or whatever. It's not likely that this is, you know, like naturally from the raspberry though. But let's give this a taste. River Port, raspberry and lemonade. Cheers. So yeah, that is nice, but it's a little bit different than I expected because, you know, it's sort of like raspberry flavoured drink, but it's a little bit more subtle. Like, it's not in your face. Can't taste the lemonade as much, but we'll have a little bit more and then we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, so the lemonade is there, but it's kind of interesting. That sip, the lemonade was a little bit more stronger. So yeah, that's an interesting combination. Yeah, so they do work well together. I am tasting the lemonade more now. But yeah, you do sort of, it's almost like they're fighting for the front seat. It's like two little kids. You know, you've got two kids and you've got two parents and they're both wanting to get into the front seat. Most likely they both argue and end up at the back of the seat, and that's kind of what this flavour's like. Yeah, so funny enough, I'm tasting the lemonade a little bit more and the raspberries taking the back seat. But yeah, not a bad flavour. Definitely wouldn't be one of my favourites. Someone gave this to me. I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. It's a nice flavour. It's refreshing. It's delicious. A little bit sweet. You know, it's got those other flavours in it. So it's a little bit, I guess, fruity. A little bit almost sour, I guess, from the lemonade. But yeah, it's not a strong lemonade and it's not a strong raspberry. You know, it's quite a subtle flavour. But you definitely know that those flavours are there. Pretty damn impressed with River Port flavours. They're all nice. You know, if you're a fan of one flavour, you're not a fan of the other, definitely give it a try. The sarsaparilla is something unique and different, but if you do like that flavour, it's definitely an original sort of flavour. It tastes like what it says. Now, the ginger beer was absolutely fantastic. I've had a few different ginger beers in my time. I know it's fairly popular in Australia, and that one is definitely delicious, and that one, you know, I definitely would go back and get that one again. That one is absolutely fantastic, but I guess that's more a flavour that I enjoy. Now, the raspberry and lemonade, I do like raspberry drinks, I do like lemonade drinks. This one is good, but I probably wouldn't buy that one again. And the reason why is if I went back, I would definitely get the ginger beer. That one would be the one that I'm looking for. But also, I wouldn't mind trying some of their other flavours. You know, the raspberry and lemonade was nice, but I probably would prefer just lemonade personally. If you do like raspberry and lemonade, you're definitely going to enjoy that. It is a good flavour. Now, they have a few other flavours, obviously. If I can get around and ever find them, I might do a review of other flavours. But overall, I'm really impressed. So my rating for River Port Beverages, I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. Really good. They're up there with the bigger name brands. You know, they're just as good as any other brand I've ever had, really. At Drake's Supermarket, these cost me $2.50 for each one, which isn't a bad price this day and age. You know, people pay more for water, they pay more for a 600ml, or even a can of drink can be $2 plus. So that being said, the price for River Port, I'm going to give them a 9.5 out of 10 for price. I think that's a pretty good price. You obviously get a lot of drink for your money, and yeah, you can't really go wrong. But if you've tried River Port Beverages, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. What flavours did you try? What flavours do you like? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could please like, please subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. This was G from Phunken Hungry, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.